approach Piaggio 8870 Bravo San through 180 for 14,000.
Piaggio 8870 Bravo Desert, good afternoon, Palmdale Terminal 3.
Hey everybody, welcome to another World of Warships gameplay video. It's Craig with AeroSpaceNews.com, and this video is going to be a little special, maybe short bus special, I'm not really sure, but it's special in the sense that it's really the first time I've tried to do a replay recreation video with some commentary. It's also special because it resulted in 5 kills and a double strike, which I don't appear to be getting credit for. I'm playing in a Tier 5 Minekaze in a Tier 5 match. Meet up with a new friend who I play with in some future matches, a great guy named Taffer, and have a pretty good time here. Hopefully this will be reasonably entertaining for you as well. There are also a couple examples of epic boneheadedness on my part. I'm not too proud or too arrogant to share those mistakes with you as well. I get some tunnel vision and run aground not once. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, he runs aground twice. And actually one of those incidents ends up kind of screwing one of my teammates over. As I think you'll see, I end up apologizing pretty profusely for that. I am not one of those players that will do something stupid and not say sorry. I think what makes this game really fun actually is when you meet up with people like Taffer, for example, who are really good sports. I don't screw him over in this game, fortunately. That's going to come later. But I found that he was a great team player, and some of the other folks on this team, especially the guy that I bumped into, had a great attitude about it, and very much appreciate that. So we're on this map that I actually, generally speaking, don't like very much. I forgot the name of it, and I'm not going to be lazy. I'm not going to be actually industrious enough to go back and look and see what it's called, but I'm sure you folks recognize it. Is it Solomon Islands? That might be it. So Tier 5 Minekaze, screaming along here, trying to get you some pretty beauty shots of this little ship. I think this match was played before it got nerfed a little bit, so it might have been a bit stealthier than it would have been otherwise, but I still get some proper beatings. Here at the beginning of the game, clearly I'm going sort of out to the north and west to see what I can do to protect our flank and get a couple of shots in and keep them from building momentum, the enemy from coming around this corner. One of the things I'm trying to do in this replay recording technique is give you a little more exciting point of views. So you'll see, like this sequence, I'm going to cut to the weapon perspective, in this case the torpedo going in, to give you some more exciting shots. If you don't like this, let me know in the comments and I won't do it, but I think it makes for some more interesting gameplay. Something strange also happened that when I was recording using OBS from the game itself, didn't seem to pick up any of the audio effects, so I apologize for that. I'll probably lay some music in here underneath my voice to make up for that. Again, if that annoys you, let me know in the comments as well. There was my first kill of the game. Got a bit lucky there, obviously. Anytime I play and I get a kill, it's probably luck. But that was a nice way to start off the match. Took out that cruiser, and now there are lots of pissed off red icons on the screen. I do have some allies pushing up behind me, which is great, but it's definitely a dangerous neighborhood. More torpedoes out on this battleship. It's weird doing this commentary style production. It's actually kind of hard to see what the enemy ship types are, not whether they're a cruiser or a destroyer or a battleship in the case of the ships in front of me, but just which types of ships they are. It looks like a New York off on the left there as these torpedoes go screaming by, and completely missing. One of the things you'll notice, and perhaps one of the teachable moments here for you new players especially, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see in yellow there's a couple of icons illuminated. That's my anti-air. There could be aircraft, as there are in this game, with an aircraft carrier on both sides. Well, actually, yeah, on both sides. But most importantly, to avoid detection as a destroyer, you want to turn your anti-air off unless you're actively being attacked by the enemy, so that you can avoid detection by cruiser and battleship scout planes. So that's why that's illuminated that way. That's just the P key. The other thing that I'm trying to do here is obviously keep their momentum down. Oh, here's one of the times I run aground. In fact, I got myself into a nice little corner here, and once again, one of my teammates was coming a similar direction, and I've got torps out, so I want to share with you my crappy shot and my effort to get out of this pickle before I get hammered to pieces by the enemy, because as you can see, I've been detected. That was the other thing I was going to mention to you. Definitely on your captain skills, you want to get the detection captain skills, because it really helps you as a destroyer, if you're a DD captain, to know whether or not you're operating stealthily or whether or not the enemy has got your number and is about to unload on you. Yeah, that St. Louis goes by me, and if I recall correctly, he's not got long for this earth. I fire a couple of more salvos, 3 in fact, at this battleship, but he's gone before the torps can get there. Yay team. But at least one of them was a pretty good shot. I might have gotten him, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So it looked like there was an Omaha on the other side up in front. 2 BBs, 2 cruisers. Torps have 0 effect on that side. They are hammering the St. Louis. I think that was the St. Louis, although I didn't think there were any Tier 3s in this match. Wyoming up in front, that I could see. Looks like a Miyogi as well. So we got 12 minutes to go, and we are getting our head handed to us. We're down 4 ships to 2, 500 to 300 basically on the score. This is not going well. Torps out, full salvo, battleship in front of me. A battleship driver who is not changing course. I hear you, Jingles. I'm channeling you. 1, 2, 3. That's my second kill of the game. Yeah, there's that St. Louis. It's dead. Okay, well, 326 to 435. 11:22 left in the match. There's still a ship ahead, but that definitely improves things. That's actually Taffer for the very first time reaching out and saying hello, which I completely missed. If you look on the mini-map, you see a scout flying in front of me. That's why you turn off your anti-air. Because even before it would normally detect me, if my guns open up to try and protect my ship, then I will definitely be detected sooner than I would be simply by letting it fly around. And ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Bonehead Maneuver number 2. After firing that salvo of torps, once again, homie runs aground. Absolutely idiotic. But I'm actively backing up, trying to get off the rocks, and here comes this Miyogi. And he's getting pounded pretty heavily. He's on fire, understandably somewhat distracted, and as he's probably already noticed, there are torpedo bombers inbound for one or both of us. I start to smoke, hoping to protect the two of us, and instinctively we both try and turn away from the ground. This is not going to end well. Oh, ouch. So he's getting shot while I'm running into him, and he's running into me. I don't know who was actually at fault. It doesn't matter. I'll take the blame. But now his momentum has been interrupted, and he's on fire, and he's continuing to be shot at. And as this is going down, those torpedoes are coming in. I take them down both sides, but this poor guy takes a hit from 3 of them. As you can see in the chat window, after I have a moment to catch my breath, I apologize big time. That was... He probably wouldn't have been hit by the torps, I would imagine, if we hadn't collided, and I felt really terrible about it. I get a couple more torps out, turn away, get a moment to breathe. I think the Miyogi has just died. Like Taffer's taunting the enemy DD there. I never noticed that before. We are still down 1 ship to them. Yeah. Here's my apology to the Miyogi. What do we have? 8 minutes left. We're losing 462 to 278. Miyogi driver was very cool about it. Thank you very much for that. Strategically, it looks like the thing to do here is not go for the cap, but actually to come back and try and defend our cap and our carrier. So after apologizing or thanking the Miyogi driver, I haul butt back to our cap and our carrier. And there's another DD, an enemy DD, over there stalking him right now. And I believe that was a Minekaze, it just said. Somebody, possibly Taffer, is giving him a lot of grief, and I open up with my guns as well. I get a couple of decent rounds, and I was fairly certain I was going to kill him with my guns, but RNGesus was not with me. Anything I can do to harass him and to throw his aim off and to give our CV a little breathing room is what I'm trying to do here. And I believe I've even got the boost on to speed my return. That DD is almost dead, but that isn't quite good enough. Somebody finally gets him. I think it might be Taffer. Yep, Taffer finally kills that DD. Good job, buddy. So now we're down 4 to 3. Torpedo planes attacking, I believe, both the carrier and perhaps Taffer. Carrier is on fire. Our carrier, that is. And there's an enemy BB shooting at it and ending it, I think, pretty much right there. Yeah. So now it's just me and Taffer, who's in a New York, against 4 ships. There is a cruiser opening up on Taffer as he's just killed their battleship. Good job, dude. Here comes this Omaha, about 2/3 health. And he has, as they say on Top Gear, got the red mist. He's coming after Taffer, who is not in very good shape right now. He looked like he was down to about a third or 25% of his health. I think he might have a repair left, but I'm not sure. So the Omaha is going to come up this channel, and doubtless he's going to try and burn old Taffer out. He's got a scout plane up. He's shooting and hauling butt. I come around this rock, and just as I'm getting ready to set up the shot, and it's a replay, so don't pay too much attention to the guiding thing there on the screen because it's not 100% in sync. And I take an educated guess shot about when and where this Omaha is going to come around the rock. 3 salvos of torpedoes out, Omaha coming in, torpedoes, Omaha, torpedoes, Omaha, torpedoes, Omaha. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And booyah. 3 hits. Right? 3 hits? I think it said 2. I thought 3 hit him. Omaha down. 2-2. 355 to 464 with 1 minute left in the match. It's me, Taffer, and there's not much of Taffer left, I can assure you. I think this is the first time I ever noticed he was talking to me. Yeah, look at his health at this point. I'm all, for me? So we've got quite a challenge ahead of us. Caps alone aren't going to win this for us in terms of just sitting on an existing cap that we've got. So we've got to go kill some ships to win this battle with, I guess I gave you the wrong number. I guess there's like 3 minutes left. It's hard to see as I'm recording the voiceover. Be nice to me. Taffer's sitting there in the cap to protect it, and there are torpedo bombers en route. Not just 1 set, but 2. Although they're not full strength, nonetheless, given the condition he's in, needless to say, this is not good news. I'm looking for the other 2 ships, the enemy ships, which consist of a BB and a carrier. A carrier with apparently torpedo planes left. I watched Taffer thinking, I guess he did have a repair there because he obviously recovered somewhat. He's just been hit by yet another torpedo strike. But somehow he manages to hang on. I come around the corner, and there's the BB, pretty much sitting in the cap. I'm actually feeling a little optimistic at this point, but I was counting my chickens too soon. Salvos out. One thing that's really wonderful about the Minekaze and a lot of the Japanese destroyers, especially in the lower tiers, is that they do reload really fast, and that just might come in handy in a moment. The battleship apparently has detected my torps, turns completely away to avoid them all. That was a complete waste of effort. Crawling around the mountain as fast as I can go. Now there is basically a minute left. 1 minute 20 seconds left in this match. We are losing 522 to 413, 2 ships to 2. I've got 3 kills so far. I'm facing a battleship and a carrier. They're both most likely somewhere nearby. Closer I crawl to the cap, and I got nothing to lose at this point. It's got to be balls to the wall. Battleship, and carrier. First salvo out. He's launching torpedo planes. That is the CV is. In fact, both torpedo planes are up. I've got all my torpedoes out. I might as well open fire on this BB. I got nothing to lose. He's turning hard to avoid the torpedoes. But not hard enough, ladies and gentlemen. That's one. Come on now, carrier. Come on, baby. Come on, come on. Into the carrier. 1, 2, and 3 hits on the carrier 2. Game over. Double strike. We win. Pretty amazing. 259,000 silver received. 3,500 XP. I got I got first blood, obviously, on the match. One of those. Only one that you can get. And then, I guess I set 1 fire, 5 kills, 2 incapacitations, 10 torpedo hits, 3 devastating strikes. As you could see, it looked like within 10 seconds I got those 2 last kills, and I'm pretty sure in my account I got credited for double strike, but it's not showing it on this screen, I got to admit. I'm also amazed that I wasn't the high score, but there was a Konigsberg who got more points, so it was me and then Taffer. I did manage to do some damage to a reasonably large number of enemy ships. Most of the damage they're done with torpedoes, obviously. I got spanked for damaging my friend there in the Miyogi, deservedly so. But overall, the coinage was pretty good. Very happy with that match. Is there a ship you'd like to see me sail? I've got a PA account, so there's most of the ships out there I can sail at a moment's notice. If you like this, please support it. Please, by that I mean leave a comment, ask a question, and click that like button and subscribe, and please share the video with your friends. It will help me make more of these World of Warships videos, and I'd love to do that. And if you really want to help, please, please, please visit this website and pick up a cool picture or video for yourself. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, check 6 and take good care. Bye for now.